What's good, y'all? I'm back with another stream. We got some shit to talk about. Back with another one. Oh, oh. Okay, how do I bring my Chrome back? Here we go. Alright, so word on the street is there's Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe beef. About what? Who fucking knows? Now, I did see on Gilbert Arenas when he was live streaming because he just came home from being arrested for that gambling shit. He said, why is it a coincidence that everyone that's close to Stephen A keep going to jail or they keep getting arrested or they keep getting in trouble? Let me bring up that video first actually. Let's do that. Let me bring that video up first. While I do that, y'all can look at my beautiful face because it's gonna bring us a nice introduction into this shit for real, for real. I dropped a video last night on Charleston White, and everything is racist. This dude makes good content. Anton Daniels, he's a good content creator. Um, yeah, I made a Charleston White video last night on Shannon Sharpe. People loving that shit. People love Charleston White. His reactions are absolutely ridiculous, bro. That dude's got no filter. Gilbert Arenas on Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, we can honestly bring up Stephen A.'s video because he talks about it. But I need to find it first. I need to find it. Yeah, we could watch this. It's like the first minute or so, so fuck it. I wish you would take me out. Fuck the club up, cause I know they keep on liking you. Alright, let me just make this thing a little smaller so it's easier to see. Hold up. Okay. That looks better. Alright, let's get into it. Um, Wait, I need to make sure that volume's up. I can't see it on the screen because it's fucking broken. Hold up. Just make sure volume's all the way up. I bet we Gucci.
Years in prison on each.
All right, we could
but
watch.
not before. But not before I get into the first topic that I feel compelled to discuss, and that is involving former NBA standout Mr. Gilbert Arenas of Gil's Arena, of course.
Agent
As
Zero.
you probably have heard, the former NBA star was arrested Wednesday and is accused by the Department of Justice of being a part of a high-stakes illegal gambling ring that ran out of one of his California homes. He is facing a federal indictment on account of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business. One count of operating an illegal gambling business and one count of making false statements to federal investigators. According to the Justice Department, Arenas rented out an Encino, California mansion to host illegal poker games. Arenas faces up to 5 years in prison on each charge if convicted. After this came to light, Arenas had a live stream going where he brought, of all people up, he brings up me, yours truly, Stephen A. Smith. Listen to what the brother had to say.
Hey, Stephen A., man, we got to talk, brother. Cause it ain't a damn coincidence that everybody you know going to shit. hey, Stephen, huh? Everybody, man. Everybody, like, damn. Y'all see that? Everybody. What? No, I ain't saying, no, I ain't saying, nobody snitch. I'm just saying, hey, man. Hey, man, you know how to pick 'em. Hey, Steven, you know how to pick 'em, man. Yeah. I'm going to just be honest. You like it's like the Madden curse, just the other way around.
Now look,
Nah, that's hilarious though. Because in the last like 3 months, it's been Shannon Sharpe, been Gilbert Arenas, and then Markeith Morris or Marcus Morris. I don't want to get the wrong one. I don't want to say one dude. I think it's Markeith Morris. But bro, 3 niggas that sat on his show in the past 3 months, all arrested. Shannon Sharpe was not arrested, but you get the point. It was all targeted.
he's obviously playing around and all of that other stuff, and I get it. Because we all know, we're not blind. We know what's been in the news. Shannon Sharpe has been in the news. Marcus Morris Sr. has been in the news. Now Gilbert Arenas has been in the
Marcus
news.
Morris,
I get all
my
of that.
bad.
You know, I wished them fellas nothing but the best. As far as I'm concerned, I wish every single one of them was on First Take now with no issues whatsoever. Because I got love for all of them brothers. But I'm going to address what Gilbert said, because here's what alarmed me. I've gotten to know Gil a little bit. I respect the hell out of him. First of all, I think he's a brilliant basketball mind. Let's get that out the way first. I think Gil's Arena is a hell of a podcast, hell of a basketball show. Let's get that out the way. He's very excitable, very knowledgeable, and we know that about him. And in light of what he's being accused of, however, I'm still going to say to Gil, bro, I need you not to play around. Because, my brother, I don't want to see you in jail.
There's nothing wrong with a nigga that just got out, that just bailed out, to be happy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro was probably in some strange conditions for a couple hours, but if you got that bread and you could get out of there for the time, you might as well do your thing, bro. And that's why his spirits are probably up high, because he's fucking happy, you know? Like, you don't want to be living in no negative ass, depressed ass state till you go to jail. Like, I give it to these dudes that get arrested and they stay positive, because that's hard to do. That's real hard to do, bro. Like, I think it's a good example to set. Keep your head up, shoulders up straight, take it to the chin. No need in crying, bro. He already did the crime. No need in crying. If you really can't do the time, don't do the crime. Bro don't look like he worried, so, hey, give it up to Gilbert.
At all. It's not a good look. It's nothing to laugh about. It's nothing to joke around about and think it's funny when the feds come raiding your home. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear about anything like that. I can assure you, anybody that wants to do business with you, and I'm one of those people, ESPN, Underdog, a whole bunch of sponsors and advertisers, we don't want to see that. Anybody that knows anything about you and your knowledge of the game and your ability to articulate and deliver your positions, my brother, you are a special talent. We don't want to see that. And the reason why I felt compelled to come on the airwaves and address you directly is because I want to remind you of what really, really got you in trouble in the NBA to begin with. Remember that years ago?
A lot of y'all might not know this. Gilbert Arenas, bro, he was kicked out the NBA because he got into like an argument where he had a beef with one of his teammates. Nigga brought a gun to the locker room, bro. And I think he showed the gun, flashed the gun to the teammate he had beef with. NBA was done with him after that. So, yeah, a lot of us do forget that Gilbert Arenas, he not no angel, bro. He got a pass.
Tavares Crediton, remember all of that? With the guns in the locker room, remember all of that? Remember all of that happened? And you remember what really got you in trouble thereafter, because as bad of a look as that was, and as much as former Commissioner David Stern and others were ready to bring the heavy hand down upon you, what really exacerbated the situation is that you had a game a night or two later against the Philadelphia 76ers. I would know because I was there. And you were joking around, feigning as if you were shooting guns when the introductions or the warm-ups were taking place. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Fading away, shooting guns is crazy.
And David Stern went ballistic. It was like somebody like you has no place in this league, because it's not a joking matter to other people. And the reality is that, my brother, it shouldn't be a joking matter to you.
See, Stephen A is cool, but I ain't gonna lie, this nigga do be hella serious all the time. Like, it's not a joking matter, but, you know, bro is out on the bomb. Let bro laugh. Let bro enjoy his time. Maybe he knows he's on limited time, bro. Get them laughs in, get them smiles in. Shit, keep the spirits up high. Nothing wrong with that. Keep the spirits up high.
5 years on each count. I know we saw Diddy get off on a major charges in terms of sex trafficking and racketeering, but it's still possible he can do some time. That's why he's in the news and with President Donald Trump talking about pardoning him, according to sources. Because it seems to be that that's what's going to be required in order for him to evade spending significantly more time in jail, like 5 to 10. On each of the charges that have been levied in your direction, each comes with 5 years in prison, if convicted. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. And especially since the Southern District of New York essentially blew the case against P. Diddy in terms of overcharging, per se, being a bit zealot and aggressive with it, and ended up turning off a jury, which got Diddy off on the major charges. Who's to say that the feds are going to make that mistake again? If anything...
Bro, comparing Gilbert Arenas to Diddy. Diddy to Gilbert Arenas. Gambling to diddling. Gambling to baby lotion. No, baby oil. I said baby lotion. Baby oil and high stakes poker games. It's all the same, right?
All of them are on high alert, making sure that their I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and they're locked in on making sure they get your ass. Because they don't want to repeat of what happened in the P. Diddy case happening to them. This is not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game when the feds come knocking at your door and put you in cuffs and take you away. Yeah, you out. And I hope you stay out. And I hope all of this is false. And I hope that you're able to continue with Gil's Arena and then some. Because, my brother, you got a bright future. And me personally, I think you're a good brother. I'm not here to denigrate or disrespect you. I'm here to tell you because I care. Stop messing around. Stop with the jokes. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you being seen on camera laughing and giggling and smiling like federal charges ain't a big deal.
It ain't a big deal to everybody. Yo, Stephen A., them federal charges is not a big deal to everybody, bruh. You know, like, not everybody's Stephen A. Not everybody's Stephen A.
It's a big deal.
To you.
It's a big deal.
To you.
I'm spending a day in jail, to me, is serious. We all want to preach about freedom and being mavericks and being innovative, or rather not innovative, but really minding our own future and directing our own path. We all want to talk about this. But the reality is that it's fool's gold.
No, Stephen A. is funny, though. Stephen A. is a funny dude, man.
You looking for me to get into other people and their personal business? No, I'm not doing that. You looking for me to have a smile on my face like some no-good bastards who have podcasts laughing at people's trials and tribulations, wanting them to fail because nothing in your life is winning? I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be that kind of person. To any of the names I mentioned or anybody in the future, I don't enjoy seeing people fall. I want us all to eat. I want us all to live well.
Yes,
I want
sir.
us all to be successful.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not that dude.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, it's incredibly important that you understand this is not a game. I assure you, Adam Silver, the commissioner, doesn't look at it as a game. I assure you, executives at linear networks who are looking at your talent, highly attracted to what they were seeing you put out, they don't think this is a game. And yes, it is unfair that in this day and age in our society that prided itself from a constitutional perspective about being innocent until proven guilty, in a court of public opinion, unfortunately, it's reverse. You are guilty until proven innocent.
That's a fact.
That's what you are.
That's a fact.
In a court of public opinion. It ain't right. It sucks. But it's reality. And because that's a reality, treat it with the seriousness that it deserves.
At least when you a black man. If you black and you get accused of something, nigga, you did that shit until you could prove it. If you black and you get accused of something, you did that shit until you could prove yourself wrong. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Whatever niggas saying about you, we believe it. We believe it.
Don't remind people of how you can joke around. Like you did when you were playing in the NBA.
Shit, I believe it. What you mean? They arrested him on the gambling charges. I believe it, Stephen A. I believe every detail in the articles. Shannon Sharpe, he was accused of the shit with the 20-year-old girl in the gym. I believe it, Stephen A. I believe it. Shit, Marcus Morris arrested with the gambling. I believe it. I believe it, Stephen A.
In the immediate aftermath of that Javaris Critterton thing. Don't remind us of that. Lock in, get focused, and understand. There's a lot of people that were looking at you and were saying, yo, this brother is the future. He's a big part of what's coming down the pike. He's special. And in a nanosecond, they said, bump that. We ain't got time for that. It's not a game. It's not a game. I'm not taking offense. I know you were joking around when you talk about me. I'm not worried about that. But it hasn't escaped me. Of the things that I've seen in the news and the things that I've had to speak about and the things that I've avoided speaking about. But indirectly, I'm involved because I've worked with a lot of people. And it's hard because you love cats and you support them and you believe in them. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't take away the seriousness of their situation and how folks above you end up making calls that are above your pay grade. Because they have to think about the overall brand. And not just my show or my podcast or anything like that. And Gilbert Arenas, you now finding yourself in that position. Because I assure you, sitting around, joking around about it, ain't the way to go. It's not a good look.
Let my boy live in good spirits, man. My boy just got out.
When you're serious and you're locked in,
let my boy live in good spirits. Keep
there's
his
few on this
spirits
planet
high.
smarter than you, bro. When you're serious and locked in. Now, when you're fucking around and acting like it's a joke. 5 years on each count, bro.
That's how you know when Stephen A. serious, when he start dropping them F-bombs.
Even if they said a year, that's 365 days.
You can hold it down, Stephen A.
That you encased in a cell and they shut that door. Or they shut that damn cage.
You get to come out, bro.
And they lock your ass in there and you
get to get
can't
some
leave.
sunlight. You get to get some sunlight. You get to get some lunch.
It's not a joking matter.
You get to do something. You make some friends.
It is. Just revisiting Gilbert Arenas
Can't
for
be
one
too
quick
bad,
moment,
right?
one more quick moment.
You probably got some
wanna
friends
sit
in
up here
there.
and say, I'm not casting any aspersions of guilt or anything like that. I don't know what the hell is going on. I hope that he is
probably know
innocent
somebody
of
in there.
everything that he has been accused of. I got love for the brother. Yeah, I really, really do. And I'm wishing him nothing but the best. But when you're on the outside looking in on people's personal life, hey, peeps, what can you do? You don't know, you don't know. You know, I got people working with me. I got people working for me. I got people that I'm around a lot. They don't know every little thing about my life. And vice versa. That's the reality. Let's stop acting like everybody know everything about everybody.
All right.
All you can do is give the benefit of the doubt, especially to the people that you love and got some love for, and wish them nothing but the best.
Yep.
And I got love for all of those cats I talked about or mentioned in the first segment.
All right, now let's get over to the Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. beef. Now, I haven't even heard about this shit. I really have no idea where this comes from, what's in this video. But Marcellus Wiley, he's underrated as a creator, and he be in them rooms with all these people in these sports, shows and all that. He knows what the fuck he's talking about, so, yeah. Let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is the relationship between Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith? And how much did that impact the decision ESPN made to let Shannon Sharpe go? Are they on good terms, bad terms? A lot of conversation, speculation out there about their relationship status. Now, that's not my place to go because that is a private answer that I am privy to knowing. But like I always say, I protect the guilty. But every now and then, even those people will leak out what they're really feeling, what they're really thinking. So something has hit the public sphere. A lot of fans have sent it to me, and I was like, oh, now I can speak on that because I always use this show to use their words for them or against them. Like they break down film on players, we break down film on players and media personalities. So there is something floating out there that gives you guys a little bit of a cue to their relationship. I will now tell you a little bit more. We'll take a deep dive. And after that, we'll have some fun and do that rap. But before we do all of that, make sure you guys go to projecttransition.org, leave your email, make sure you become a volunteer, part of our global giving community. You want to do more, be a donor, and help us with these kids and mentor resources, skills camp. There's a pickleball tournament in Inglewood tomorrow. We're donating 24 paddles, random number, for them to have their pickleball tournament. Little things like that until big things like our scholarships. So make sure you guys support. Every penny counts. And if you want to do even more, have the most impact, become a gym member. Give her every month. Hit that QR code. My man Scott Styles did it. And thank you, Scott Styles, for being a gym member.
Ain't no way I was muted. What I was saying was, I do think it's a little weird how Stephen A. Smith has not talked about Shannon Sharpe since like May. Like, he has not talked about Shannon Sharpe since like May, since everything happened. And if that was really your man's, like if that was really your friend, you would still stick beside, you would still support your friend. You know, it's not like he was ever found guilty. It's not like he's behind bars. He was never arrested. It's not like he's Diddy, you know. It's not like he didn't destroy no lives. He didn't traumatize anybody. So, if that was really your man's, whether he lost his job or not, your job is secure, whether he lost his or not, you would still stand by your man's, bro. So, I don't know. I feel like once all that shit happened, there had to be some type of fallout because when I saw the video of Stephen A talking about Shannon, it was a little like, like he was talking about a guy he was acting like he didn't know. You know, he was talking about a guy like he was talking about him like he ain't know him. So let's see what the fuck Marcellus Wiley got to say. All right, start.
I'm not perfect, so none of us, I'm not trying to out anybody. But once it's out, we gonna learn from it.
Yeah,
and that's what we gonna learn from right now.
Yep.
So people been sending me this one screenshot that I was like, The first person to send me, I was like, whatever. Then he sent it again, and somebody else sent. I was like, okay, what you want me to do with this? It says, I'm not going to lie. All right, first it says bail demand, and I didn't know who that was, and frankly, even if I did, I don't know nobody's handles. So I was like, all right. And it says, I'm not going to lie, I haven't watched First Take for like, let me be nice. Let me make it smaller. For like 2 months. That show is dead to me. It's just annoying. Stephen A. Smith screaming. 1,300 likes.
I ain't gonna lie. Ever since Shannon left, I haven't watched it the same either. I used to watch that shit religiously when he was there, because in the beginning, they only had him there like Mondays and like Wednesdays. Then he was there every day. But once you have that energy, like Shannon, and then he's gone, it's hard to replace. It's hard to replace. Stephen A., it's hard to replace that. You can only do so much.
58 replies. I didn't even click on it to see the replies. I didn't even click on it to see what was the original post. Because I get this kind of stuff about me and my show every day. I hate your intro. Blah, blah, blah. What is that? I get that all the time. Marcellus, you talk too long-winded. And every time it comes, I'm like, yeah, you just don't love everything about me. Guess what? No one does. So keep it coming, good and bad. So I don't...
Who cares?
Check this out. In just a sec, I'm going to speak with a
good and
different
bad.
accent.
Right?
And just between you and me, I don't really know how. But okay. First, let's change it up so that I can fit in with the locals in Melbourne when I visit next month. Whoa, yeah, man, this is...
Promote this, right? This is for people that don't like First Take. Obviously, there are many more people that tweet, I love First Take, because it's #1 of all sports media shows. All right? So let's just be real about it. But then I said, why y'all keep sending me this? I finally hit somebody back. I said, what? What am I supposed to be seeing? And they were like, this. And I was like, oh. Y'all see it? Anybody else see it?
What?
Y'all probably younger than me, so y'all get it.
Was
I
like
was
somebody?
1.3. Thumbs down. Nobody thumbs down it. Isn't that soft of us? We can't have the thumbs down like number. Didn't they have it and then they took it down? Because it's just messing with the mentals. Get your ass up off social media if you don't want your mentals. That's like playing football and don't want to get hit. Like, dog, it's social media. Can y'all parents tell your kids this is a game like Pac-Man?
It comes with it.
They're rigging it to try and make you eat up all the information, and then
it comes with it. The likes, the dislikes, it comes with it.
Trying to take you somewhere to get the power, and the power could be misinformation or information. Don't matter. But tell your kids it's a damn app. Turn it off if it hurts.
Facts.
Shit.
Facts.
Don't touch the stove is everybody's mantra. Don't touch the stove. It's hot.
It's too hot, right? You know not to touch the stove,
but
right?
But then they touch the stove. Okay. Don't touch the stove.
But you can't open the app.
I won't.
You know not to open the app. But you can't stand off the app.
You go in there mentally.
Get off the app.
Wide open and somebody go, wow.
Get off the app if you can't handle it.
And if you go back, you better go back like this.
Facts.
And go back like that.
Facts.
I hate this old social media bullying.
You gonna see a dislike and cry? Thumbs down, you gonna cry?
Off. All right, anyway.
Toughen up, nigga.
I wish I would invite problems to my life and then be mad I got problems. Stop inviting them. That's just like your friend. Let me stop. Okay, here we go. This is not gonna be a long video. And you can tell I'm like filibustering because we only got this to show. Here we go right here. This rap gonna be sick though. That's what they were saying. Guess who liked that?
Who that?
Like, oh, shit.
Who that?
Okay, so let me break this down.
Who that is?
Shannon Sharpe or his team, CJ, or his social media team, somebody in the camp hit wow.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie, I haven't watched First Take for like 2 months. That show is dead to me. It's just annoying. Stephen A. Smith screaming. Okay. Now, we can read into that a lot. I know a lot more than I'm going to tell y'all right now, but I'm going to tell you as much as I can tell you because I got to protect the guilty. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities.
Yes, sir.
Let's just say this. I do the same thing all the time, too. When there's something that someone says that I think is profound or something I really support, not only will I give it a thumbs up, I hit it with the heart like, yeah, you really onto it.
Yeah.
Their relationship, think about it. I give you the public version. The one that doesn't give me a phone call from somebody, hey, dog, we need to talk. No, we don't. No, we don't. Their relationship for you guys, you thought it was all good. It looked a little forced from the beginning, right? Let's just be real about it. When Shannon was gone, Shannon wanted the whole world to think when he left FS1 that it was mutual. You remember that, right? He didn't want it to seem like he got forced out. But guess what? We all found out. I knew it was real, but y'all all found out how. Stephen A. Smith told on it, right?
Yeah.
But when you need Stephen A. Smith, need is loose because Shannon's already rolling in independent space, but he wanted to be on ESPN. He wanted to be on.
He is on to something. Stephen A. Smith is the one that leaked like that whole situation. Like we knew kind of what happened with Shannon Sharpe, but then Stephen A. Smith was like, yeah, my boy was pushed out, so that's why I'm here on ESPN. Let me get my boy on the show. It was a little weird. I'm like, bro, y'all that close like that, bro?
First take. So when you need that guy to be in your corner, you kind of turn your other cheek and you look the other way, even though somebody did you wrong from hello. You ever been in that friendship where like, dog, you start off on the wrong foot, but y'all make it work? That was a bad start. Be real, because Stephen A. Smith totally just destroyed the narrative that Shannon had created. And how do I know he created? Because I know what really happened, and I know Shannon, and I talked to Shannon after all that went down, and I was like, I ain't call him back and say, your boy just outed you, but he knew. Anyway, they smile and chuckle and go on private jets everywhere, right? Going to Colorado games every week, it look like, or HBCU. Do you? Then, this hits, and there's probably other wrinkles and stuff in there. People were saying it's hard to work with Stephen A. Smith, and it's hard to work with Shannon. I remember all that. And who cares? People always talk bad about you, so whatever. So then when the lawsuit hits, Stephen A. Smith gonna have a conversation going up first, like Iger, Pitaro, Roberts, getting them cats on the phone, doing this, huh? Probably over there cooking some ramen. Talking about what? What y'all gonna do?
Oh, no,
all right,
that's
so
not me. I'm not
we
Shannon.
all saw how Stephen A. Smith came out once again. Shannon Sharpe's name, reputation, his career on the line, just like it was when he left FS1. And what did Stephen A. Smith do? Give out lukewarm support. This is all public facing, so this ain't me taking y'all somewhere I shouldn't take y'all, even though I always take you behind the veil. I can't take you all the way to the alley right now. So, if you Shannon, I don't know how much baseball you played, you're like, that's 2 strikes. Now, whenever you get caught doing something publicly, what do we always say? The wisdom of it. Oh, he done did that a gang of times before privately, right? You never get caught the first time, right? How many times? Raise your hand if you ever got caught the first time you did something, right? So usually, like we were talking about Sha'Carri and her having that fight in public with Kristen Coleman, which made us think they've been beefing and putting hands on each other, or her, let me say, her putting hands on him before. That wasn't the first time at TSA at the fucking airport in Seattle. Yeah, okay. All right, so anyway, that's the point. So where are they now? Have you seen them? Have you seen them out? Anybody seen Shannon and Stephen A? Any private jets?
Nah, once that shit happened, Stephen A. Smith distanced himself. Nigga distanced himself from Shannon. Off rip.
Any Colorado? So all right, so let me end it here. I don't know these answers. This is not rhetorical. I do not consume that much of sports media. I can't. I just get a few articles and say, oh, those are interesting, and talk about the headlines. This is the thing I'm going to connect to, and then y'all going to have to do the rest and beat it up in the comments. This is the thing I want you to connect to. Have you ever been somewhere? You got into the job, you start off on the wrong foot with somebody, turned out y'all cool, then you leave kind of like, the way it ended, you was like, dog, the way I came in is the way I go out. That's what my grandma used to always say. The way you go in is the way you're going out.
That's a fact.
So he went in and Stephen A. was kind of, and then he went out and Stephen A. was kind of,
Yeah.
Not full out felony, but misdemeanor kind of communication about my name and my game. So have you seen him out? You have. You have not. Tell me, beat it up in the comments. My point is this. I know this experience. You work with people. It's called associations. It's professional associations. That's all it is, right? We call it friends. We call it co-workers. It's just a professional association. That means as long as we are connected by work, as long as we connected by doing something together, we're connected. Come on over this weekend. As soon as y'all disconnect from that,
it's over. Yeah.
Oh, hello? Anybody? You know what I'm saying? That's how the game goes. And I don't know how we should feel about that. I
mean, that's how it is for me at work. Like, yeah, at work, I'm cool with everybody at work. You can ask me to do anything. You ask me to hang out, I'll probably pull up. We could go grab a drink, you know. But if I was to ever leave my job, nigga, I'm not meeting up with you for a drink. I'd rather go pull up with my new friends or my old friends, you know. I don't need that relationship no more. It's one of those. Like, Stephen A., like, you helped me, I got the ratings, you did your job, I don't need that relationship anymore.
97% of the time feel fine with it. Like if I got traded from a team or I switch teams, I go from Buffalo to San Diego, I'm not talking to my Buffalo boys every day. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to a San Diego dude more than the Buffalo dude. Yeah. And I'm cooler with the Buffalo dude, but it's just, he ain't around me no more. We ain't around each other. So it could be just that simple, or it could be deeper.
Or it can be deeper. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I've had friends that I work with that left the job, and when I really fuck with them and they left the job, we stayed like this. But if I didn't fuck with you, I never hit your phone again. I never hit your phone again, because why would I? I never really fucked with you in the first place. I only fucked with you because of work. You know? And y'all gotta feel that. I only fucked with them because of work. It wasn't someone I really fucked with, you know? So, let me see if I can find this Stephen A. Smith shit. Stephen A. Smith on Shannon Sharpe. Nah. Yeah, his thoughts on this. We could watch it.
He brought up Mr. Buzz.
We could watch it just to see, like, the temperature then and the temperature now. Because I think it's going to show something. It's going to definitely show something.
All right, everybody, listen up. With all the big-time sports action that's happening each and every day, the Stephen A. Smith Show wants to make sure when...
All right, hurry up, nigga. Don't care about this.
First of all, Prize Picks is now eclipsing 1.18 million. Thank you so much for the love and support. Today's a different day.
This was 3 months ago.
Where I have to get started and where I have to finish.
This
was
only
3 months ago. Subject discussed today, and it's where we're getting started. It's involving some news that broke yesterday involving Shannon Sharpe, my colleague at ESPN, and my friend.
Okay, well, first off, you should have said my friend and my colleague first. To say my colleague, I mean, maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but if that's my man's, I'm thinking about work after the fact, bro. That's my man's. And and we work together. You know what I mean?
The Hall of Fame tight end was sued on Sunday by a woman proceeding under the name Jane Doe, pseudonym.
Bro talking about him mad, like, in a whole, like, third person way right now anyway. Like, the tight end was sued by Jane Doe. Like, the fuck? I get it, you're at work, bro. You at work. But if that's your friend, let it be your friend, bro. You're not talking about him in the first sentence like that's your friend, bro.
The 13-page civil complaint filed in Nevada alleges that Sharpe committed assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery. The plaintiff alleges Sharpe sexually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. The suit also alleges that Shannon engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. It should be noted that the suit was filed by attorney Tony Busby. This is the same attorney that filed a suit against Jay-Z and P. Diddy, alleging they both sexually assaulted a minor. which has since been withdrawn. Jay-Z also has countersued Busby. By the way, the plaintiff in the Sharpe civil suit is not the woman heard in the accidental Instagram live stream incident that made headlines last September of last year. In response to the suit, Shannon and his legal team went to social media yesterday and released a series of allegedly sexually explicit text messages between him and the Jane Doe. In addition to that, they issued the following statement, quote, "This lawsuit, filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed," end quote. Then earlier today, Jane Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, sent TMZ Sports a 1 minute and 36-second clip of an alleged conversation between his client and Shannon. In response to that clip, Shannon Sharpe went back to social media and issued this response. Take a look.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Damn.
Well,
Bro, speechless. Bro,
it's a sad situation.
Bro is speechless.
Um,
You don't agree with nothing he just heard, bro.
Shannon Sharpe is somebody I work with a couple of days a week.
Oh. Whoa, that's it, nigga? He said Shannon Sharpe is someone I work with a couple of days a week. This nigga can't be serious. This is 3 months ago, y'all. This is 3 months ago.
Shannon Sharpe is somebody that I brought to ESPN.
That you brought. Shannon didn't earn it. You brought him there. It's all you. You're responsible for everything Shannon Sharpe.
Works on First Take, which airs on ESPN every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. He's been with me every Monday and Tuesday. We've been number one for 13 years and counting.
He said he's been with him a couple months, but he's been number one for 13 years and counting. Listen to the shit this nigga's saying, bro. Listen to the shit he's saying, bro.
But since Shannon has arrived, obviously he's helped the show immensely. And I can't thank him enough for it. We've grown close as friends. I'd like to believe that.
If someone's your friend, you don't have to say, I'd like to believe that. You know that's your friend or you don't. Now, all of a sudden, you like to believe that y'all are friends. You just don't know. But in the beginning of the video, you said, that's my colleague and my friend. Now you're saying, that's my friend, or I'd like to believe that. Like, bro was switching up during the whole video. It's insane.
I certainly root for him. I know he's been through a lot in life. He's overcome a lot of things. And when he departed from Fox, I was more than happy to bring him on board here. So all I can speak about is what I know based on the reports. And I can speak about ESPN and Disney.
Yeah.
To be clear, even though this podcast, this YouTube show is owned and operated by me solely, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be dismissive of ESPN, who employs me in my daytime job on First Take. So I sit here before you today letting you know that they are aware.
Nigga said, basically he said, fuck the relationships I got, fuck the friendship. ESPN, and niggas that pay me my money, they come first. Hey, Stephen A. all about that money, dog. That's all we know. Stephen A. all about that money, dog. He don't give a fuck about no friends, no family. That nigga all about the bread.
That this is a subject that I was going to broach because I owed them that courtesy.
He owed them. He owed ESPN.
With that being said, it's important to point out a couple of things.
Sharpe.
Number one, I was not there. I can provide no eyewitness account. And even though I got love and respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him, I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt from a knowledgeable place because I have nothing to do with this. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know this person. I know what the reports say. I know the reports, the things that have been reported on a multitude of outlets, from the AP to the New York Post to Forbes to TMZ and everything in between. I mean, I can't even count the number of publications that have talked about it or written about it, networks, etc. It's all over the internet. It's everywhere. And I know that. I'm fully aware of that. This is not a criminal case. So there is no concern about him going to jail. This is a civil case, which means that he can either be found liable or not liable. The accuser in question is seeking $50 million. That was confirmed by Shannon Sharpe on that video today. According to the reports, it's somebody that he met in 2023, who was 19 years old at that particular moment in time. According to some audio that was put out earlier today by Attorney Busby, you hear the accuser, the female, talking to somebody who is alleged to be Shannon Sharpe. We don't know whether that's true or not.
All right.
And
all right, I've heard enough. This nigga not his friend. I've come to the conclusion. Nigga, they not friends, bro. AK-47. I saw he was live and he was talking about, yo, yeah. King Von set up confirmed. See, I need to know what the fuck he talking about. He be talking about some crazy shit sometimes, bro.
All I'ma say is, Vonnie, you've been playing cool for a long time. Excuse me. Who is King Von's second baby mama? Nigga, I'm sitting on boatloads of information fresh out of an old block nigga mouth that I'm not gonna expose with all this shit, nigga, about what's going on. And only because they don't fuck with certain niggas at OTF like Vonnie and them. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Another thing.
They said OTF Vonnie snitching on Durk.
Who's King Von's second baby mama?
They said he's snitching on
Does
Durk.
anybody know?
Who? King Von's second baby mama, isn't it that,
Does anybody know?
Who is it? It wasn't that bitch that he was beefing over.
Bitch, let me ask you something. Why was you fucking with Vonnie? You reading script, bitch. No, excuse me. I'm going off DMs, hoe ass nigga. But by a reliable street hood source, nigga. Vonnie. King Von baby mama. When y'all start fucking around with each other? Because Everybody know this happened. It ain't no Kima. It's the other bitch. Vonnie. The other bitch. Why that start happening? Everybody on Duke. Everybody was on Duke. Asked about these things. But what's up with this Vonnie and King Von baby mama situation too though? Is the text message between Vonnie and his dad. Hood educated. I'm about to break it all down. Who is the same nigga that ran up in Von's spot when he died?
I remember that shit because when he died,
Or whoever was the last baby mama. Whoever was the last baby mama. Not the second, the last one. The very last one. And also, who ran up in that nigga house?
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you
They
need
ran
to
up in his
meet,
house
it's
after
this
he
dope
died
tech
and they
from
stole
Ritz.
all his shit and then Durk said that was fake.
Now this whole flow is a conversation, so your words
I remember that
actually
Durk said it was
build.
not real.
Your website.
All right, I can't fucking see this shit. I gotta.
On there. Who knew all the Atlanta shit, Savannah niggas, and every motherfucking thing. And also, why was Von woke and knew what was going on at that time? And why don't we see a certain nigga on camera that we know that was there? Can anybody point where the fuck Vonnie was on that motherfucking camera when we know he was there? Can anybody point why does these niggas have all this shit going on when Vonnie was the nigga that was fucking with Quando? How y'all think Quando Rondo and them initially even got together to make them fuck 63rd video? Vonnie, nigga.
Hey yo.
No, ain't no dirt, brother.
Ain't
No.
no way.
Shut your bitch ass up, bitch.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way.
Shut your bitch ass up, bitch.
Ain't no fucking way.
What I'm asking you is
Ain't
this.
no fucking way. That's his cousin. OTF Vonnie was the manager.
Remember, it was the nigga that ran off the screen, but he was right there, and we like, who the fuck is that? But we could never really peep. We peeped the other nigga, Vonnie.
You tell me nigga ran when the shooting
Vonnie
happened.
had a prior relationship. He the reason everybody know each other. Everybody. He the reason everybody was cool, and then somehow this nigga became Durk Messenger. Kayla B, let's go back to this bitch. Why she get that truck? Kayla B said she was at home. What if I told y'all Kayla B was there? In a truck with motherfucking BJ while the shooting shit was going on, but Kayla B swore to the whole internet she was at home sleep. What if I told y'all, no she wasn't, bitch was there?
Nah, ain't no fucking way.
Remember y'all, all of a sudden,
Ain't no
it was
fucking
certain
way.
motherfuckers trying to say they weren't even there.
Ain't no way they set King Von up like this. I don't believe this shit. I don't believe this shit. I don't.
Kayla B, I will put my whole channel on the line if you say on kids and everything, you wasn't there. Who else ran up in that house and stole shit from motherfucking Von with Vonnie? Who else with Vonnie? Who was in cahoots with Vonnie with the hard drive and all that shit? That so happened received a truck that wasn't even gave by the motherfucker we all thought it was gave by.
Is that the other manager? I can't think of his name.
Kayla B. Kayla B. Who went live mysteriously? Soon as that nigga Von started to get shot the fuck up.
Lil Durk.
Who went live on Instagram?
Lil Durk did.
for an alibi. Who went live?
Lil Durk went live. I remember that, and they told him on a live.
Durk. Who's on the case with Durk? When Von died, what happened to the case that had to do with Durk? When all the evidence was on him, when everything, they said they see his arm hanging out the motherfucking window. They said they see his tattoos, him shooting outside of his truck. Truck, nigga. They said they see Durk's arm with his tattoos hanging out the window shooting in his truck on camera.
Nah, they did.
Soon as Von died, he go live somehow, some way. At the perfect time. And then right after that, dismissed. And if Von was alive, he would have been charged with everything. Huh? So Von clothes get robbed. His security deposit box get robbed. The hard drive
Oh my God.
it took. He gets blamed for the murder. Not only that, he get added into the Duke murder too. All this shit going on while there's one nigga running around this bitch orchestrating every fucking thing. Vonnie.
That's crazy. Nah, ain't no way they set up King Von. Ain't no way his homie set him up for some odd niggas to kill him, bro. I just don't believe that.
Von
I
died.
don't believe that.
We see Durk on Jump. Durk, you wasn't on that motherfucking song at first. Mimo already exposed that. You was not on that motherfucking song. How you get on the motherfucking song? If y'all go to the voices, Durk voice sound added in like a motherfucker's at the end. Durk start rapping gangsta and shit all of a sudden. What the fuck going on? And then the crazy part is Caleb B ain't getting no truck before that hard drive was took. Why should she get a truck afterwards?
Bro.
I need motherfuckers to get these lights up around this bitch.
Nah, I don't know, man.
I've been on this shit for 5 years, and these hoe ass niggas been stalking me. These bitch ass niggas been sending bullshit ass threats I don't give a fuck about. Fuck you. Vonnie done stole $200,000 from this motherfucking nigga and was fucking his fucking baby mama, nigga.
Oh my God.
Now why don't y'all ask Vonnie and Vonnie daddy and them OTF niggas and O-Block niggas, how the fuck does a nigga steal $200,000 that's also fucking this nigga baby fucking mama, nigga?
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I hope that's not true.
To me, he don't fuck with no fucking Von, nigga. If you doing all that.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that shit.
Vonnie been the one setting shit up. He's not Von's real cousin. He met him in Atlanta. Vonnie had a relationship with Von's last BM before he died. He knew she was pregnant, but she was not having it. But Vonnie wanted to extort Von for money, which he did. Told Von shit like investing in trucks, getting a trucking company that never surfaced. After he passed, he stole the money out of Von's account and the security deposit box. Then, after that, Von was able... Who was the... Durk, you might get a little pass right here.
Yeah.
Somebody put that play in order for the face to not go in jail that time. If Von is dead, or if something happens to Von, Durk, you can get off that case. Remember, Vonnie not no street nigga. He the smart nigga. After he passed, he stole all the money. Everybody believes, me, my homies, and everybody, Vonnie met with Tim in Atlanta. And the shoot supposedly at the Monaco is owned by 21 Savage uncle. But Caleb B's story was she was there, she was home, asleep with her phone off. But the new footage from the shooting shows her in the black truck with BJ.
Who the fuck is BJ?
And my whole hood knows BJ was in the truck with her. BJ knows this and Kayla B. Then she goes after and steals the hard drive, gives the hard drive to Durk, and somehow she gets a brand new truck right after that. The whole hood been questioning this shit. Kayla B has cut off a lot of O Block members. She don't fuck with nobody. It has not been back here.
Nah, I don't know.
Bomb was going shot. Durk went live. Do y'all hear this shit?
Nah, that shit crazy.
We all was at the bowling alley in Atlanta. And that's why the guy saying Booney told them about Vaughn. Then the rest like, Pat, we know all the part. But Quando Rondo was never the target. If he got hit, he got hit. And let me tell y'all something too, and this is mighty funny.
Wow.
How the fuck did not Quando Rondo did not get shot?
Yeah, and they tussling, right?
And like a couple days before the lounge shooting, 100K Track gave 3 contracts out. I want y'all to go back to them contracts.
Yeah, what the fuck?
When 100K Track gave a contract to Muwap and them, how long ago was that before this shit? Hold on, who the fuck is this? Let me see. Don't listen to this drunk lung cancer patient. He don't know what he talking about and never be right about anything. He got to make up stuff to save his dying channel. He can't afford that rented house.
Nah, that's hilarious.
Well, since I can't afford this rented house, we got 2,600 people in this bitch. I want everybody in here to at least donate $1. That look, get $1.
$1.
So that would be $2,615. If everybody decided to send at least bare minimum $1 to save my dying channel that has 2 strikes on it, that's fucked up. And I guess I have lung cancer with my mama name on here. It's my mama name. You see what I'm saying? So I think I know who this is. That's fucking crazy. Because you done put my mama name on this bitch. But guess what though? Shut your bitch ass up.
Nah, he do be talking some crazy shit. This nigga been hating
Fuck
on
you. Shout out to TJ
Nigga-
TJS for the $5.
Nigga been hating on Durk for years, bro.
865.
He
I'm
been
being
hating
stalked
on
and
these
harassed
niggas for
at my
so
job
long.
right now. You see what I'm saying? By a motherfucker that put my mama name on this bitch. Talk about don't listen to this drunk lung cancer patient. He don't know what he talking about. He's never right on anything. He making stuff up to save his diet cheddar. He can't afford that written house.
Nah, I got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do this. So there is this now. There's a new allegation coming out where people believe that they have found a new cooperant in the OTF case. Now, this case obviously involves murder for hire. The OTF cases, you don't know, they're claiming that under the direction of Durk Banks, he ordered a group of 5 other men to carry out and commit a murder against, supposedly it was
Free
going
Durk.
to be Quando Rondo, but the incident and the shooting took the life of his cousin, whose name was Lil Pop. He got arrested subsequently for murder for hire along with other people, and people have been trying to figure out who is the snitch. Now,
how
in
the
this
fuck-
case, I've reviewed it
how
extensively. I've
was
told
the
you
other
guys
dude gonna
there's
say-
definitely cooperants, and by the way, because of
How is Act 47 gonna say that Durk set up a shooting against Vaughn, but then Durk also set up a shooting to kill Quando Rondo, who was the reason that King Von died? There's no way Durk is orchestrating all these shootings. Like, I really do doubt that Lil Durk had King Von killed. It just don't make sense to me. The nigga, whatever that nigga say in his music is real. I believe whatever Lil Durk say in his music, it is real. So, buck all that shit. I don't believe that shit. That nigga just be spreading out fucking whatever conspiracy theories and shit. But it was cool to listen to him. it was cool to listen to him yabber and yap for a little bit.
How the case is set up, there's nothing that we've seen in the indictment as a smoking gun that shows that Lil Durk has said anything on a wiretap, has texted anything that's completely like, self-snitching, or, anything that's there where he's just caught dead to rights. So what this charge would be is that people who would be cooperating against him. Who would be cooperating against him? Well, the people who either paid for the trip, people who did the murder, or people who were the middleman who got the people to do the murder. They would be able to tell on Lil Durk. So the new person who they're now claiming is the cooperant is someone named OTF Vonnie. Now, we talked about Vonnie. Vonnie was the guy who was on the plane, the private jet that came from Miami to LA.
Facts.
Now, allegedly,
he was the
they
one
got
with
this
Durk.
jet. Afterwards, they realized that Quando Rondo was in LA, but they got the jet. Durk was on the jet. Vonnie was on the jet. If you don't know who Vonnie is, I'll refresh your memory. OTF Vonnie, King Von, and they were at, what's the name of that jewelry spot? Icebox. Vonnie was the guy when this is Vonnie here. When Vaughn was at Icebox getting the O-Block chain, for all the homies, Vonnie was the guy right next to him that was trying to haggle and trying to like make sure he didn't get finesse, which people would be like, that's a good homie because he's, trust me, when you got money and like you're new to this, like you also try to not look broke. And that's how they finesse you a lot of times because you don't haggle, right? Like when you broke, you be haggling. When you rich, you kind of like, oh no, if I haggle, it might look like I'm broke. But this guy, who's Vaughn's best friend, was like, nah, he ain't paying that. He ain't doing this. Look.
You're the big boss?
Oh, no. She's in
So this is Vonnie. This is King Von.
international sales. She just does international sales. This is our, no, that's the big boss.
That's the big boss? How are you?
Yeah, all good. Most of the field, but yeah.
Now, if we go back to that video, Icebox King Von, you're going to notice in that video, there is a lot of... there's a lot of conversation.
Come on, boy, guys.
Or Vonnie is like haggling. Right? So this is Vonnie on the right.
I never seen my mom on the slide because she had a Benz before. Yes, and plus that.
Okay. Here's him trying to haggle, for Vonnie. And a lot of people said, yo, Vonnie was a real nigga because he's trying to make sure his man doesn't get finessed. Remember, he died in 2020, so I think this was 2019 or something like that. No, actually, it was 2020. This was a couple months before he died. That's why it was pandemic masked up.
So that means you're giving us the watch for how much?
So you see him kind of conducting business. He's trying to make sure Vaughn don't get finessed. A lot of people said he had a lot of love for Vaughn. And that's why people actually believe that he was one of the people who would be with the quote-unquote slide-in for Vaughn because Vaughn was his guy. And, yo, your guy get killed, you should be one of the... Shit, Muwap and them got sent to jail. He would be one of the guys who had a real close tie to Vaughn.
However you look at it. Yeah.
So you just give us the watch for $5 then, and then you just keep the earrings. We don't want them earrings.
No.
That makes sense, don't it?
Apparently, he was also considered the manager, or like the road manager, because Honey K Track was the manager as well for King Von.
Give us the watch for $5 right now.
I want to take a shot like that.
It's the same. So how much you telling me the earrings for?
Look at the back.
No, how much are you?
Look at the back.
Okay, the back says 600.
Okay.
So that means you're giving me these for 5,500. Like I said.
Yes, and plus tax.
Come on, man. You know
Coming out of quarantine like that.
Hey, how much you say you want me to do? 70?
I can sell for 80, no trades.
70 cash?
No.
Wire transfer?
See, you try to say, he said 80, he said 80 now, what about 70? Von keeping it chill.
70 in the parking lot?
No, bro.
30 right now, come on.
We got 2.5 carat each one.
Man.
He's wheeling and dealing. Now, a lot of people said this guy's a solid guy. They actually said he was the least likely nigga to snitch of the group. However, we're now hearing rumors
Seems like a solid guy.
he's the one who told, allegedly, right? Now let me break down where these rumors are coming from. Where is it? Give me a second, people. Give me a second.
I mean, he seemed like a cool dude to have in your corner. Like, you know, he
saying
pressing them for you. Like, you just gotta sit back, let your mans talk to them.
The rumors
like,
about
seem like a real
him
one.
telling
I need to hear the facts.
Hold on, I'm about to find it.
How was this nigga telling, bro?
Where did they say it came from?
The fuck?
I seen on one of the Chicago drill pages I follow.
Ain't no way, bro, telling, bro.
I thought I screenshotted it. Maybe not.
Bro, need to show us the snitch allegations, man.
Maybe it's on the Chicago Wave. I think that's what it is, right? Chicago Wave _ the Chicago Wave _ Okay. Let's see. Let's scroll down. They posted a few days ago. And essentially, I'll give you the too long to read version. It's just that a lot of the guys that was associated with OTF, they all start posting pictures and they put a rat emoji over Vonnie's face, right?
There you go.
It says, Lil Durk co-defendant OTF Vonnie confirms he wants to take a plea deal. It said, this is my jail number. Need to get in contact. Send me a message here. Inshallah. I'll call you this week. Just now, able to get everything on point. Love. Salam says, okay. Do you have the situation under control? Said K Grant, yeah, I'm trying to plea out to 32, which is the base for murder.
Hey, yo.
God damn.
The plea out of at 32 is crazy, bro. You might as well take your life. You might as well take the life.
Yo, Chad, that just sounds crazy.
To
plea out to 32 years.
Oh my crazy,
God.
bro.
It's a base for murder.
Take that bitch to trial.
Take that bitch to trial. Base for murder for hire. The max is 43, which is life. 2 points for the plea, 1 point for early plea, and 2 points for no background. 27 is 5 to 7 years. Hopefully, it's better than that. I can't go to trial. Might get a elbow. Don't want them to do me like them other boys. So it looked like he's saying he's thinking about a plea. And it says, you got it under control. If you take a plea, everyone else has to take a plea. Because accepting responsibility means you're telling what your role was in it, but you can come home tomorrow if you let them know about Vaughn. What?
What?
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
What the hell? Nah, for real, what the hell?
God damn.
The heliante? He said tell him about Vaughn.
Wow. I don't know if that's a real text too, though. So let's just say allegedly for now. That's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
Pleading out to 32 years is ridiculous. Let me just find some more details about it.
Taking a plea for 32 is crazy.
Sorry.
To accept 32 and not try to fight that bitch is wild.
Now, somebody whose name is Nut FRFR. I don't know who that is. Let me Google it. Nut _ FRFR. Who's that? They're saying this person is down with OTF, supposedly. That's what they're saying.
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy. And as a therapist myself, of course I'm going to say that's a great idea. But first, let's talk about
I don't know about that.
Everything that's hard, that you think hard in your head,
Okay, does he have pictures with anybody? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
they're saying he's like, said, free my brother, Durk, and rest in peace, D thing. I hate to see y'all go through this. I guess people are calling him an affiliate.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it looked like he's doing some Cash App scam. So I don't know, bro. Let's see. Who do flyers? I need a pool party.
I'm outside, pull up.
I don't know if we want to listen to him. He's selling weed for $80. I don't know.
Let's go. What did I miss?
Weed for $80 is sick. You might as well go to the dispensary.
Is that a college party?
When
I don't know if this is the OTF affiliate we need to be listening to, but fine, whatever. They're saying that
he
filed a protective custody order. People are saying he was accused of taking $200K from King Von's deposit box after his death. Who covers Chicago these days? Somebody else posted. No, this is a nut guy. It looks like the nut guy is the only person who is.
Who the fuck is Vonnie? Y'all on this bitch loose. That's why I don't like going live, y'all.
I don't know. Maybe he did take 200,000.
Somebody says his sister-in-law accuses Vonnie of ratting. Who's his sister-in-law? Super hot shopper. Let's see who that is. Super
I
hot
love how academic
shopper.
searches everybody on Instagram.
Who is this?
It's hilarious, bro.
Wow.
He really be finding these people though. Super hot shopper.
Oh, is this D-Thing's
baby mom?
like lady? D-Thing is Lil Durk's brother. So I guess that would be,
That's a valid source.
Durk's sister-in-law. Wow.
Wow.
I guess if she commented, that gives it a little bit more credence. I guess she would know a little bit more, right? But also, these people could just be speculating. They could just be speculating.
It's all speculation at the end of the day, but the other nigga was saying Vonnie stole 200,000. Now they're saying he might have stole 200,000. Maybe at 47 is right.
Interesting.
After this video, we're gonna go back to Act 47 and see what the fuck he's talking about.
Let me go back. Let me see. Somebody on YouTube must have some shit about this. OTF Vonnie. The next thing they're gonna say is, well, you can't really look him up in BOP.gov, which is he's not in federal custody anymore. That's so let's look him up.
If he's not in federal custody, that would tell him.
Locate an inmate. Yeah, we're gonna locate an inmate by find an inmate. His name is Kavon Grant. Kavon Grant. Okay. Not in BOP custody. I've heard people say this on Clubhouse, and it's one of the dumbest shit I've heard too. Not in BOP custody. And by the way, I've heard Wack say this too, and I disagree with Wack. So I don't want you to think I'm ducking smoke with Wack. This does not mean he's snitching. Not in BOP custody. From what I've heard, it doesn't. It could mean he's housed in a resident jail that isn't completely feds. Okay. So there are some federal inmates that are not in a federal jail. Doesn't mean they're telling. He's clearly an inmate because here's the thing, and this is what I'm saying, niggas be stupid.
I ain't gonna
lie.
lie.
If they're trying to hide him,
people just don't say shit for no reason, bro. If there's articles, for example, with the Shannon Sharpe shit, all them articles dropped about Shannon, that shit real, bro. All them articles dropped about Diddy, that shit real. All these articles popping up about OTF Vonnie snitching on Durk, it's not coming out of nowhere, bro. It's not coming from nowhere, bro. It's coming from somewhere.
Why would they even bring this up?
Now, I do think he's snitching, but I don't think Lil Durk set up King Von. And I did hear about everybody stealing from King Von when he died, because 6ix9ine is the one who actually leaked that information. But I thought it was fake. But honestly, the way it sounded like Vonnie is a little snake, bro. It sounded like he really care about every single dollar. You've seen him talking to the jewelry store, trying to shake them down. If he'll shake them down, bro, come on. I don't know. I can't put nothing past Vonnie at this point.
Don't they think that the nimwits of the world will be like, well, we found him, but it says not in custody. He clearly is still an inmate. He has a register number. They're just saying the Bureau of Prisons, which is a federal bureau, which has certain jails and certain places, he's not under their control.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
Doesn't mean he's telling.
That nigga
Again, I'm not saying he's not, but we people are so eager to try to create snitches. And again, if somebody got some real intel, let me know. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm actually saying this is bullshit. I'm saying this is bullshit. And I'm actually surprised some of these guys are actually letting this happen or not clearing this up, because I think, you know, shit, I could imagine people who like Durk or some street nigga might try to hurt him or his family.
Bro, if they not clearing it up, it's for a reason, bro.
If there is someone snitching, put it like this.
Somebody
and
in there
this is another
snitching.
thing too.
If Durk is still being held, somebody is in there snitching, bro. If no one was in there telling, Durk would be home right now. The fact that he's still behind bars is that there is somebody in there snitching.
If he was snitching, right? They would quickly remove him out of this indictment. Quickly.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Again, I'm not saying he's not snitching, but we just got to be a little bit educated. I'm not going off of a couple screenshots. This is not enough for me personally. But, you know, let the streets just do what they do.
He got on the plane. Vonnie could tell him what happened, and then the timestamps from the phone.
Also, I'll be honest with you. A lot of YouTubers, they're eager to make content and jump ahead of the gun. Oh, this guy's snitching. This guy's snitching. And I've seen, and I'm not talking about Trenches News or whatever, but I've seen a lot of these guys make these assumptions, and when they're wrong, they act like they never said it. You know, like, I'm not saying I'm the greatest legal mind, but y'all gotta know what y'all are reading.
Yeah, you just can't.
And y'all gotta know what y'all are interpreting.
Can't just be out here assuming someone's a snitch. That is a crazy assumption and a crazy allegation. So, if you call someone a snitch, you definitely gotta stand on that.
Because y'all audience are depending on y'all for real shit. At this point, if you ask me, there is no. If anything, I'm taking away from this, Vonnie probably has looked at with his lawyers the discovery and says, we're fucked. They probably saw the real cooperants and said, we're fucked. I'm not taking this shit to trial. I'm not getting take aid. I'm going to plea out.
Damn.
And whoever is texting them is saying, well, listen, if you're going to plea out, if that's what you're thinking, make sure everybody going to plea out too.
Durk not pleading out.
Digital footprint is going to be able to cooperate what OTF Vonnie saying that Lil Durk did, or what they did before, and who they got the phone call from. Now they're in California. He could say that Lil Durk knew all he needed to say, and Lil Durk is done. If he say that Lil Durk knew what was going on, because that's all you got to do is prove in a murder for hire case that you knew, and you just as well guilty as the killers. Now, Vonnie got a gun charge, too. He got the gun charges, so he had to buy the guns for somebody. So everybody finna go to jail. Everybody going down. And in his text message, he said clearly that he's not finna get an elbow like those other guys, you know, talking about the OTF members or possibly O-Block. Now, the tricky thing about this, he has more leverage, man. Hey, look, I know it might sound crazy.
Okay, so someone has corrected me. They said that this idea when he says, I'm trying to plea out to a 32. Okay? Apparently, if we Google...
Welcome to Roku. Roku makes every part of the TV experience better, including the ads.
Federal sentencing guidelines. Okay? When we Google this...
All right, let's go back to this dude's live.
Damn, Bob get blamed for everything.
They did. They blamed him for everything.
Every shooting.
Yep.
Every fucking the case with Durk. When we all know, OTF, O-Block all know, Von ain't called that hit, nigga. D-Thing approved of that hit, nigga. D-Thing, nigga. Not no fucking Von. It was D-Thing. Let me tell you all something, man. Talking to the people that know Von would have been celebrating way more if that nigga actually had his hand and he was the one that got the call. Why Von ain't get the call? D-Thing the one that got the call. So why Von name mixed in all this shit when D-Thing the one who got the call, and after that, they called some O-Block niggas. You know why? Because he called some O-Block niggas. But who really did they get paid from? Can I ask y'all a question? If TZ called D-Thing, got off the phone with him, and then called them niggas, then who approved of the hit?
Crazy.
Why did Von even punch? I know something, but I don't want to get involved with the police or nothing. I know why Von punched that nigga. And all I'm going to say is Vonnie, Track, Caleb B, y'all dead fucking wrong. Why nobody asked, why the fuck did Von... No, the question that nobody has ever asked, what the fuck did he go over there to fight Quando Rondo for?
He went over there for Caleb B, bro. It was some Caleb B shit. At least I thought. It was over a bitch.
And I got the answer.
It was over a bitch.
Because he was a crash out. That's what everybody assumed. Okay, but what did he crash out about?
Yeah.
Nobody asks that. Nobody says, if Von was sleep in the truck, what made them two hoe ass niggas? Yo, Rondo over there. Rondo over there.
Yeah, why they wake him up? I always wondered that too. Why would they wake him up?
I know.
If your man was asleep, why would you wake him up? If you know he'll crash out and you know he gonna go over there.
Vonnie.
And he's the
I'm
man.
on to you. I know who the fuck you really are. I would be wrong to come up here and say you not no smart ass nigga. Cause you is. But I'm on to you though. You have always played for yourself. You were never loyal to Durk or Von or none of them niggas. You and
so Vonnie,
100K Track.
Vonnie set it up.
Literally came, divided, and conquered a whole thing that was good because everybody was cool at a point of motherfucking time.
That's true. We're all cool.
I was there, this nigga capping over a female, and YB Von said he was beating his ass. Jocelyn the Princess, when I tried to say that, what did Durk come out with? Jocelyn the Princess, let me tell you something, man. You know this is not my first time covering this shit, right? I came up with every theory you possibly could from what I was hearing. This bitch ass nigga Durk said niggas be getting hopping on blogs to get lying on blogs to get them some views. That shit wasn't about Asian. I tried to say this shit was about the bitches. Them niggas refuted it. I tried to say that this shit was about YB. Them niggas refuted it. Mind y'all, Duty Low is doing interviews. I try to tell y'all that these niggas for the last 3-4 years was on my ass. And I always wonder why. Why just me? I don't see you niggas. So I kind of knew, all right, I'm on the right path. Because I don't know what happened, but I'm getting all this shit, and as I'm speaking it, these niggas keep coming. From fucking the song, let's be real here. What blogger was getting on blogs, making up lives to get them some views? What did Bezu tell me? You just a blogger that get on here and you be saying anything to get them some views. He told me that on Instagram Live. So I'm like, okay. Y'all niggas obviously targeting me, right? out of all the blogs, is you niggas. So what the fuck did I say that's making y'all do all this? So I had to go back. So I started to go backwards. I'm like, all right, so he shitted on the Asian dog shit. But I thought it was about YB fucking with the bitch, and then King Von. I thought it was about they shitted on that. Too. You be saying anything to get some views. Well, if I do say anything to get some views, it obviously got them niggas' attentions from the views, and now they harassing and stalking me because I'm on to something. I just don't know what I'm on. Because once again, I'm not from there. I'm not OTF. I'm not O-Block. I don't know. Something I said though had them niggas make a song, nigga. The nigga Durk made a song. Everything I said over the years, he addressed it. Niggas be lying on blogs to get them some views. Who? Man, this shit not about Asian. Oh, it's leading the way, man. This shit about Asian dog. What's the other bitch? YB baby mama? Who? Me. Who was the other bitch? What Durk said? I wonder how son look at me. I think they really think that I told. Who is the nigga that was leading the way saying that nigga told on Von? Yeah, addressing that shit. What's the other one? They really think I had something to do with it. All that, everything that I was saying that was getting there, Durk denounced everything in Petticoat. Everything. That's when I started to go live, and everybody was cussing me out. Hey, Kay, did you hear Petticoat? He's calling you a liar. You're a liar. He said it had nothing to do with that. I went through all that. Because when it comes to this King Von shit, let's be real, nigga. Who is the blogger that was on this shit from day fucking one? Nigga, it got so bad. King Von mama reached out to me. Bay Low reached out to me. We arguing like a motherfucker. All the OTF niggas.
All right, man. We get it. Let me finish up at academics.
There's a whole thing about it. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
But we could Google level 32. Apparently that wasn't years he was talking about, it was levels. It says federal sentencing guideline level 32 typically results in a sentence of 121 to 151 months. So it's 10 to 12 years, depending on the defendant's criminal history. The level is often associated with offenses involving in quantities of drugs or serious felonies, okay? Let's see if we could figure out like what crimes would be in that.
Pleaded 32.
Well, all right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. See, I'm also open to being wrong. So if this is so he's supposedly he's talking about a level 32. So level 32 would be a 10 to 12 years. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he think he's gonna plea out and hope to, the way it works in federal court, you got to get the letter. It's a 5K1 letter. If you don't get the letter comes in and it gets submitted into evidence at sentencing. Only a sentencing. Okay, your time snitching doesn't end until you get the letter. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If he gets sentenced between 10, well, I think he might have a criminal history, but if he gets sentenced between 10 and 12 years, he's snitching. I ain't gonna lie to you. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never
10 to 12, yeah, he snitching.
Nigga,
he snitching.
You're in a murder for hire, you get 10 years? Yeah, you snitch.
He sounded like Queso dad. That nigga did. He had life, and he only served 10 years and 3 months. That nigga was snitching. He snitched on his sons, nigga. So, yeah, this nigga snitching.
Now, we don't know if that the text message is real, but if he's thinking he gonna get 10 years, oh, hell nah. A murder for hire? Oh, hell nah. He must be thinking...
He about to tell it all.
Look. Federal sentencing, murder for hire guidelines. It should say life.
Life?
If the person gets injured but not killed, up to 20 years. If no injured death occurs, could be 10 years. Now, it should say if there's death. If the murder is carried out and the victim dies, the penalty can be either life or death. It's over. Like, so, ain't no, you ain't getting out no 10. So, if he's thinking he's going to get a 10, maybe that's an insinuation. So I'll correct myself. And I want to be malleable with that because, you know, I don't like this idea where I see a lot of bloggers, like, you know what I mean, these guys are just quick to rush to say this guy's a snitch, and because they're doing it for content, right? And at the end of the day, let's just wait.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
But again, I don't know if this text message is real, but if it is real, it would kind of
make sense. He trying to finesse. That's what you gonna do in prison, boy. When they hit you with that life, you gonna try to finesse.
Anyway, let me keep listening.
Y'all, man, but OTF Vonnie, man.
Man, if I got life, I'd be doing the same shit. If there was a way for me to try to finesse to 10, you guarantee I'm telling and doing whatever I gotta do to get my 10.
He backdoored Vine, man, and that's from the streets. That's for the people who know. It might be new to the internet, you know. I might be telling you some foreign shit that you can't comprehend right now. But he backdoored Vine, man. He the one who got up with Quando Rondo and them people, bro, and gave them the time and everything. Everybody was wondering, how did they just meet up? You know, they say Quando and them from Savannah, Georgia, right? And they was in Atlanta. What would make them meet up? And I want y'all to get in the comments. How did they just meet up like that? When this person explained, and this person is, you know, the closest thing that we gonna get to Von, Durk, them, and everything, man. This person is legit, fully legit, you know. And he backdoored Von, man. He gave up they low, man. They got Von out the way. He was stealing. Then the cases with him and Durk them, and also Durk them blame Von for the shit, and they got it sealed. They blame Von them for the shit. It's been confirmed, and then they got it sealed after that. You know, Vonnie been slimy the whole time. He been stealing from Von all the situations that been taking place. We seen on the internet with Von them. Von accused somebody of stealing money. You know, it was Vonnie who was stealing. Von probably thought he paid for his house. Vonnie was renting it. Vonnie had all the controls over the money. You know, these guys, Lil Durk them, Von them, they never passed high school. They never graduated to the next step. And when they did go to school, the teachers were just passing them, just for showing up. So Vonnie is the smart one. You know, he the one go to Icebox, break the deals for him. He do everything for him. He the one who...
Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn.
Hold on, let me talk to Grant first. Yeah. Yo, chat, I be just seeing so many lies online, but it's like what I just told Drake. Don't mention niggas who's like I just seen some random. I never seen these people a day in my life, but I looked somehow it got into my mentions. I never get mentions. But like some random YouTuber I never met, they're like, yo, I reported their video. I'm like, I never reported a video day in my life. I don't know if I should even mention their name. I should probably just not mention their name because I could tell if I mention their name. I remember I mentioned one bum ass nigga name and they made like 10 music videos about me.
When a person get murdered in Chicago, they call for their payment and he makes sure it get. They don't talk to Lil Durk. They talk to Vonnie. So Lil Durk is nil. Whether I want him to get in jail, which I don't care. I'm just a blogger. But he nil. I'm telling y'all. I finna show y'all these text messages and then I'm gonna get back to the King Von situation. So just bear with me.
Man, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's snitching. We could wait, and we gonna see.
By the way, shout out to the boys. He trying to get, because he ain't trying to get life in prison. You know, and they telling him, throw Von under the bus on everything. Tell them about the Von situation. And when I mean when they saying tell them about the Von situation, meaning that they backdoored Von, man. I know it's hard to believe, like, man, why would Lil Durk crash out behind King Von and all that? Hey, the streets will make you do it. The internet will make you do it. But the streets definitely, hey, look, we don't know what happened to Von, But man, somebody better go ahead and do something. You know what I'm talking about? The streets will make you. I don't give a fuck how much money you is. You know, you ain't bigger than the trenches. You know, you could buy some people, but some people you can't buy, you know? So that's the situation, man. What he talking about at the end of that, he's saying that, you know, tell him about Von. Durk got a Drew Finland. Hey, he gonna need, goddammit, Johnny Cochran and them now. And when I say he gonna need them now, he gonna need them now, man.
Now, here's the thing, though. I actually disagree that Durk is cooked.
Backdoor Von.
I believe unless there was a wire, I believe that unless you have Durk dead to rights, I think Durk could make a reasonable argument in court. All of us wanted Quando Rondo or Lil Pop dead. Yes, I was the money man, but there is no beyond a reasonable doubt proof that I was the one who set this up. I didn't shoot nobody. Yeah. I wasn't there. Y'all are my friends. Yes, I was around y'all.
He didn't buy that shit.
Yes, I was in LA.
Yeah.
But y'all have to prove. And here's the thing. If we're going to rely on a bunch of criminals, and again, it can't be just one. Not all of these guys, these ain't choir boys. These guys got a criminal act. Some of these guys on their third stripe. Some of these guys, they know they ain't never coming back home. They know what the DA wants or not. Yeah, well, the feds want. They want Lil Durk's head. Pause.
Yeah.
Again, if there's a reasonable argument to make to be like, these motherfuckers are lying. They're lying. You're going to need some type of proof that Durk was in this. And we haven't heard about a text message. We haven't heard about a recorded call. So if we got to go on the words of a bunch of killers and a bunch of criminals.
That's crazy.
Now, granted,
yeah.
If 5 people are saying that's the nigga who set it up, the jury's about to believe it. But if it's just 1 or 2, and especially if Durk could cook up some other guys saying, nah, I was there. He ain't say that. He has a chance. As long as there's not no dead to rights proof.
Because Vonnie, he said that he confirmed that he's cooperating with the feds because he ain't getting life. That mean Lil Durk gone, man. That mean Lil Pab Mama about to get paid. That mean Mama Duck about to get paid. And the rest of them guys about to go down. Now, people asking about Jam. Yeah, they say that Jam, yeah, he did tell, but they say that Jam told. This the same person who Vonnie texting. That Jam told because of King Von being backdoored. And everybody knows that King Von was backdoored. You know, we didn't even heard, we ain't know that Zoo was there. I remember this one live where it was this live where Lil Durk was on live and the fans was telling him that King Von is dead. And they was playing crazy. According to them, man, they already knew, you know, what was about to happen. They couldn't stand the heat that King Von was bringing, man. He was bringing extra heat, you know, and then they were stealing from him. Everybody around him was stealing. Von got a good heart. That's one thing about him. I can say about him. He got a good heart. He'll cash out everybody. He used to buy the grown niggas weed when he was a kid. When he was a teenager, he was buying a grown BD's weed. So I know he got a heart, you know, giving people shoes and shit. So they were stealing from him, his own people. Vonnie is not Von's cousin. His daddy and Silk is friends. And, you know, that's how Vonnie got that.
Okay, we're going to figure out if he's snitching or what. Anyway.
Shit.
The upcoming season of Love Island USA. What do you see?
Let's take a look.
Yeah. Yes.
Box office.
Oh my gosh. This is so hot.
Peacock's Love Island USA. Streaming now.
Yeah, I don't know. To be real, I don't know if he's snitching. I don't know. But I think there's enough evidence that proves that nigga's snitching, bro. They still holding Durk for a reason. Anyways, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to chop up these vids, make some vids. I'm going to post them to my page so y'all can see each individual topic. Yeah, and I'll be back later this week with another stream. See y'all later, man.